This is our first tier list with over 100 characters. This is high-key intimidating as heck. But hey, how's it going, you swell individuals? It's been a while since our last relatively normal Genshin tier list. There's not gonna be any characters dealing drugs, getting into fights today, nah. We're gonna have one Star Rail character with one Genshin character, and they are gonna be roommates for an indefinite amount of time. So, for the new viewers, I shall explain how this is gonna go down. We have a spinny wheel of spinniness for the Genshin cast, and a spinny wheel, I'm not gonna do it again, for the Star Rail cast. And that's how the teams are gonna be decided. We will rank the random roommates. From perfect roommates, they become besties. This is always the tier I'm most excited for, because it creates these really cool fan ideas of cool interactions. Then we have chill roommates with no major flaws. You could debatably say they're friends here as well. Like, this is best friends, this is just their chill kind of buddy. We have complete opposites, but it still works. Let's say someone like Ito is paired with someone like Sucrose. Completely different characters. In that situation, it probably wouldn't work though. I don't know why that's the example I gave. Then we have barely talk but still get along, quiet buddies, would live off of Uber Eats. This is me because I can't cook unless it's ramen noodles. Then we have the insanely messy, would not get along, and finally, would kill each other. Let me turn this to red for blood. But yeah, without further ado, it's gonna be a long video. I have to say this right off the bat, we're obviously not gonna be using every single Genshin character, because there are more than there are Star Rail characters. So it is going to be 51 teams, because that's the amount of Star Rail peeps. And yeah, this way we don't shift focus to one game more than the other. But without further ado, first team, yeah. I feel like Himeko can make a lot of characters a victim of being trapped in a room with this chick. Debatably, you could say that's a good thing, depending on your preference. But who's gonna be the lucky or unlucky Star Rail character with I kind of like this a lot. This is random though. A quick thing, Kumpf means just normal Dan Heng. And then we have Daddy, which is like the dragon. Okay, I kind of love this dynamic because Miko likes to kind of tease the characters that are more on the timid side, but DH is kind of chill. Like, I don't think he would succumb to the vixen's advances, if you will. But the fact that he wouldn't be willing to play along with her antics, I think would make her want to get to him. By that, I mean, I think she's gonna want to push him to the limit to see if he kind of goes out of his bubble. And then plot twist, he transforms, and she's like, I'm not gonna poke a bear again. But to be honest, I don't think he would, just because he's chill, and I don't think she'd ever really get to him. So it's not gonna be bad. With that said, I can't see them talking that much. I could also see them having wholesome moments like every now and then. Like maybe it's like late night, right? And Miko's watching like a movie in the living room. DH just goes to get a snack in the fridge, sees her watching, and maybe just kind of joins in. Like, he's definitely that chill roommate you don't see that often. And Miko is kind of chill when she's not trying to poke fun. So yeah, they're both from completely different walks of life. It's kind of weird. But yes, next. Next, we have the intellectual metaphor goblin. Wait, that's a weird way to address. Well, we have Nahida. She's like open enough with everyone. It's just some characters might not like her. So I hope it's like a smart person, yes.
That's so odd! Wait!
See, debatably, I shouldn't have even put this man on the wheel yet, because we saw him for 4 minutes. But still, we're gonna go off of what we think he's like, because we don't have much of a choice. Bro, I know he's hundreds of years younger, but he so strikes me as like her dad. It's perfect. This is like the smoker dad who's really normal, but his daughter, for some reason, has the biggest brain imaginable. Nah, this is completely headcanon. Her doing her metaphor, like, you know, the dookie duke with someone like him, like, he would think it's weird for sure, but since he's part of like the family, he's for sure had to deal with all kinds of people and personalities. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure he's like never home because he's always working. He has that like, I'm done with life face. Meanwhile, as with Nahida, I feel like she's probably never home as well. I don't think she's gonna want to stay cooped up in like a small apartment, especially from her past trauma. So yeah, for this, I'm gonna say they probably don't talk that much, but they're still gonna get along. Like, I don't think there would be any grrr feelings between them. So yeah, another kind of weird dynamic. We're getting some weird ones, dude. Finally, it looks like things are spicing up because Thoma could literally get along with everyone. Is there gonna be like a baddie though? Wait. I'm curious though.
Oh my god! Okay.
If that was Sampo, Lord, this would have been interesting. But Hook, yeah, this is just wholesome as fuck. I'm gonna say right off the bat, this is chill roommates with no major flaws. Debatably, you could say perfect. I just think since Hook is gonna be messing up the house constantly, Thoma, being big Chad man, constantly picking up after her, is gonna be mildly annoying for him, but he's also chill enough to not really care. Debatably, she'd become a cleaner and better person because she's surrounded by such a good influence. All the moles are like, Hook, why are you being so polite recently? And she's not even gonna know what's happening to herself. Thoma's Chad energy is just gonna be rubbing off on her. So after a while, I think the mess in the apartment would stop and they just get along. Like, I'm sure on every weekend, he'd take her to like amusement parks, take her shopping. This is definitely a dynamic where they're hanging out like outside of the apartment. It's kind of perfect. Oh, with that said though, should we put them at the top? Yeah. I'm gonna say they're perfect roommates. They're both also just social butterflies, which I think is the best part about this. It wouldn't be awkward, which is nice. On to the next team. I could see Beidou actually fighting like a lot of the Star Rail characters just because of how big personality-wise they could be. But she'd also be friends with some of them, so this is cool. Oh, wait, were these two paired last time? On like the friendship tier list? I was dead ass talking about how I shipped this Now, I'm gonna keep this civilized. I don't want to go too far off the deep end. Even though I love this dynamic, it is so precious, dog. Oh, wait, real quick thing. They're both actually drinkers. I'm sure Jeppy isn't on Beidou level, but he does have his flask. He does drink from time to time. So, okay, they might have beer nights together. But no, it's just Beidou being so, like, blunt about everything and, like, being a bit of a hard ass. And Jeppy is blunt about things, but he's a bit of a softie, right? Now, I'm debating between two. One, we could say insanely messy, because Beidou, I imagine her place stank. There's probably beer cans all over the place. She's the type to just watch TV in the living room in her underwear. Jeppy walks in, he's like, "Madam, show some modesty." She's like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" It's like, nah. Beidou is such a dude, bro. I can't. But I'm gonna say, since Jeppy is so clean, even if he's never home, when he does arrive at Shea Beidou, he's gonna give it a spring cleaning. So I don't think it would be that bad all the time. So I'm gonna say it's kind of just chill roommates with no major flaws. I just really like the dynamics they would have. I think they would have good chemistry. It'd be cute. Yeah. A personal little ship of mine, but yeah, next team. Noelle with some of the Star Rail characters kind of scares me because she's so wholesome and Star Rail is a lot more dark than Genshin.
Okay.
Now, even though this man can be a little sus, I think this would work really well. Let's get into that. So first up, both of these characters are insanely polite. They have a lot of manners. So them just having like casual conversations, if you're just watching from like the sideline, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm an uncouth, unsophisticated individual. And without a doubt, this apartment, this place they're living in, is gonna be the cleanest thing you've ever seen. There is not gonna be a speck of dust anywhere. Noelle's gonna do most of the cleaning. If Luocha sees that though, I think he will offer to help. They'll have like a cleaning sesh. I think that'd be really cute actually. Loki, he kind of gives me the vibe of Noelle's dad that went to get milk and never came back. But if he does leave in the long run, I don't think he's just gonna skimp out on rent. No, he's gonna leave like a bunch of money behind if he does set out on a journey. But either way, I could see them doing things like having tea while watching the Discovery Channel, Noelle getting all giddy because she's learning things, and then Luocha just kind of smiling because of how happy she is. It's kind of cute. I like it. So I will say this is chill roommates with no major flaws, unless you count leaving and never coming back a flaw, but no. He would give heads up, I am sure, because he is a polite man. Yes.
Next team.
Yo, Candace 100% strikes me as the chick with like 100 house rules. Like, she's strict, but also chill. It's interesting. Why are they so weirdly similar? Like, I know Fu Xuan has like a bunch of magical powers and stuff, but personality-wise, dude. Bro, both of these characters give me like strict house mommy energy. Although Fu Xuan kind of looks like a small child, but no, she is a mommy at heart. So with that said, I think they will have similar interests and hobbies. Like, they'll both like the same shows on Netflix, so they could kind of vibe with that. But even with that in mind, the moments where they chill together, I think it's gonna be like the simple things. Like, they eat at the same time, every night at like 9 p.m, their favorite show is on. The only slight issue is for people who come to their private abode, they're gonna have to follow their guidelines to like the T. If you don't take your shoes off, bro, she's casting a spell on you, pulling out the lance. You best follow them rules when in their house. But I'm gonna say overall, I don't think it's like perfect because I think they're almost too similar. So I'm gonna say it's still chill roommates, no major flaws. It's pretty good. Yeah. On to the next team.
That was a funny one. That was interesting.
Next, we have Tiggy Cakes. He is an interesting one. His sass is very much a hit or miss, depending on who gets along with him. But we're gonna see. We have our first official cracked team of the day by like a mile. Oh my god. Guys, do you think Blade is the type to like clean up after himself? Like, do you think he does the dishes, vacuums the living room? Bro, if you are not cleaning up in Tiggy's apartment after yourself, he is not tolerating that shit. I feel like Blade probably doesn't, just because he's kind of angsty. Like, he's the type to stay in his room all the time. It probably smells like whatever he ate. Every now and then, he'll open his room. Blade's like, get out of my room, I'm playing Minecraft. Like, nah, they're so different in personality, dog. I feel like Tiggy would also call him like a lummox, and Blade just doesn't even respond, but deep down he feels kind of sad. And maybe after like the 10th rose session from Tiggy, Blade is like, enough. You have chosen death. And they start fighting all over the house. Wait, that'd be so cool. I think them killing each other is probably the way to go in this scenario. It's either that or they just would not get along. But I am more inclined to believe there would be bloodshed. Tiggy would for sure snap the more I think, because he's probably doing the cooking. He's doing literally everything. And Blade just shuts himself in his room. Like, it's too different. Next team.
That was violent. Very violent. Oh, okay.
Now we got someone really chill in Navia. I can kind of see her vibing with a lot of characters, just because she's open to like everyone. Yeah, this is peak. This is like peak. This is the opposite of the last one. I love this. Dude, these are the bad bitch leaders kind of thing, bro. I feel like Navia would be so healthy for someone like Branya, just because she's definitely the more social out of the group, while Branya's so like well-mannered. So she's gonna be calling Navia like, Miss Navia, what should we eat for dinner? Navi's gonna be like, enough of that shit, bitch. I'm your best friend. You just call me Nav Nav. Bro, it would be so healthy for Bronya to have someone like this. And I also imagine her like telling Bronya to take breaks from work just because she's pushing herself to the limit. Maybe one morning she wakes up, is ready to go to work. She notices all the doors are barricaded. Navi is like, nah, bitch, you got home at 1 in the morning. You're taking a day off. I already called in sick for you. Yeah, bro, I love them. Okay, nah, in my opinion, this is perfect. They have such good chemistry, dude. The house would be clean as well. I think Bronya would do most of the cleaning, even if she is busy. But yeah, they'd both take care of each other. Very good, very good.
Next team.
Next, I got Madame Lisa. Okay, that's interesting. Because she is very mommy-like. And there are a lot of mommies in Star Rail, so I don't know. Oh, wow. Oh, what? Lisa is one of the 5 characters that Dr. Ratio wouldn't ridicule every 5 seconds. So for that alone, it's beautiful. Okay, the thing with these two is they're both insanely smart, but their personalities are like night and day. They're definitely both like the secluded, hide in their room to work on their own projects kind of characters. And that's why I like it a lot. Like maybe every now and then, Ratio goes to Lisa's room. He's like, Madam, I would like your opinion on a specific scenario. She's like, oh, baby, I thought you'd never ask. And he's like, Madam, please change your tone of voice with me. Ara, that's fine. Nah, bro. I will say they both also probably keep the place really clean. Because Ratio, a clean body is a clean mind. And that also applies to like an apartment, right? There's quite a few tiers they can go in. They probably wouldn't talk that much, but just me personally, I'm gonna say they're perfect. Just because of the chemistry they would have, her trying to go mommy with him not having any of that shit. Like weirdly enough, he gives me like rebellious son vibes, even though he's like leagues smarter than Lisa. Like I feel like that is the case. But still, I'm just happy Ratio is getting along with his partner. I was not expecting this at all. But I will leave them there just for personal preference. I think the quiet roommate life, them occasionally chilling, yeah, it's nice. Next up, we have Kirara, the house cat. I think she's social enough to get along with a lot of people. It's just she's easily influenced, which scares me. Oh! Next, we have the Riz God, who will compliment everyone on their beauty. Mr. Argenti, okay. Bro, why do I feel like Kirara would not be able to handle this man's compliments? Like, every time they have a guest at their place, he's like, I would like to introduce you to the most beautiful cat in the world. She gets embarrassed and starts scratching him. Yes, wait. Argenti constantly having scratch marks from Kirara's embarrassment. Perfect. Now, even with the occasional Kirara getting angry at sussy man, I do think their living conditions would be amazing because Argenti 100% is a clean freak. Everything being beautiful, or ooh, maybe he like spills some juice in the kitchen. He's like, this stain is too beautiful to remove. Kirara's like, bitch, please, I'm cleaning this up right now. Like, I think their dynamic would just kind of be hilarious. I feel like he would also be an amazing cook, like cooking all kinds of meals. Bro, he low-key is an amazing roommate. It's just you need to get used to his eccentricness. And then on Kirara's side, I feel like she's never home just because the life of an Amazon driver is never done. But regardless, I think this dynamic is very wholesome. Even with the occasional squabbling, it is chill roommates with no major flaws. I like this one. Next, character.
Baby. Interesting.
I feel like Diluc would have a lot of characters he would square up with in the Star Rail universe. Because there's a lot of morally questionable folks, to say the least. Okay, this is nice. This is Now, Misha definitely has some demons, but we haven't seen those yet, so he's a wholesome lad in my book. So since Diluc is such a busy man, he's gonna be out and about constantly, taking care of business. But at the end of the day, when he goes back to his apartment, it is spotless. And I feel like, weirdly enough, he'd kind of be Diluc's butler, even though they're supposed to be roommates. Subconsciously, he's always cleaning. He's like, welcome home, Master Diluc, how was your day? Diluc's gonna be like, please, Misha, just call me Diluc. He's gonna relieve Misha of his duties. Like, he's gonna be like, you've been cleaning all day, taking care of the place, go take a nap, watch some Netflix, let me take care of things for now. Yeah, that's a very simple, cute dynamic. I don't think there would be much talking is something I am gonna say. Most of their conversations would just be Misha being like, welcome back, master. And Diluc telling him to go to his room and chill. But still, it's a pretty relaxed lifestyle. Yeah, not much to say about that one. Pretty nice. Next to him.
Oh, golly gosh darn fuck.
Mr. Dottore would fit right in, along with the Star Rail cast in that universe. Bro, this man is the Genshin character that should be a Star Rail character. I'm saying it right now.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he'd want to dissect them for the Stellaron. Oh no! He's like, I sense some interesting particles radiating inside that body, young man. Would you mind coming to my room when you're free later? In which case, the Trailblazer, being super adept to danger, I think would visit the room. He'd be like, please, have a seat on the table. And when that happens, yeah, the beef would transpire, the epic battles. The whole idea of Dottore learning that there is more out there in the universe is wild. And the fact that he was paired with the one dude who has proof in his body that he's not from Dottore's planet, bro, that is really interesting. But with all that said, even though the antics would be funny, at the end of the day, they're still killing each other. Nah, one of them is dying in that apartment. The apartment's probably gonna blow up as well. Yes, that is my take. Next to him.
Yeah. Stupid. Boo, 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 boo.
Klee would get along with a lot of characters. It's just there's some
Faults that you might need to have kind of put into place by another character. Let's see.
Gwenifin Klee would have been beautiful. Topaz Klee is still pretty fun, actually. I do like this. Wait, why do I feel like Klee would like blow up the apartment to try to get Topaz's attention? Wait, yeah. Because she's always so busy, right? Like, she'll get into the house and she's barely there to begin with. And Klee's like, Miss Topaz, can we play? Yeah, just one sec, Klee. I need to finish some transactions. And Klee's like, okay. Like, she's sad, right? How can you make Klee sad? She's gonna drop a bomb to get Topaz's attention. Once she has that attention, she's gonna be like, Klee, what did you do? Ooh, that firepower, girl. Impressive. Like, I can't see her getting mad at Klee at all because she's too wholesome. But with that said, she's gonna need to budget the repair costs. Might be slightly annoyed, but she's gonna learn to give Klee some attention. I think that's what would happen. But with all that said, it would be insanely messy. Topaz never being home, Klee being a child. Even if Topaz tidies up every now and then, more times than not, this place is gonna be a disaster, without a doubt.
It would be pretty epic.
Next we have a sleepy child. Sayu is definitely a character that would need some looking after, I feel.
To make the place clean and cook the food. Okay, wait, that's cute!
So you know how Asta has a dog? Yeah, this is the exact same thing. Wait, why am I just imagining Sayu and Peppy like snuggling up when they're going to bed? Asta putting a blanket over them? Wait, that's adorable. She's gonna be such a mom, a very financially unstable mom. I low-key want her to be with Mona, but this is still really awesome. I'm struggling to see who is gonna really clean up after this place. Kind of similar to Topaz and Klee. So with that said, the complete opposites tier is looking a little empty. I think the place would be pretty messy because Sayu probably doesn't clean. Asta's really busy. Peppy's ripping up the sofa. I'm still gonna say it's an opposite dynamic just in terms of personality. Asta's really sociable with everyone. Sayu is really quiet and likes to be left alone for the most part. So yeah, I think it would work out and be cute, but we're gonna leave them there. Yeah.
Next team.
Guys, the new lantern, right, made me see Neuvillette in a completely different light. He's so wholesome, but is also a problem in power.
Like, he's kind of intimidating, but let's see. Okay.
I could have not asked for a better influence on Neuvillette, and I am not even capping. This would be so freaking precious. If you thought he was wholesome before, you've seen nothing yet. March 7th, activate makeover. Now the thing is, personality-wise, they're completely different, and I think at first, March is gonna be slightly intimidated by this man-dragon lad, but guess what? One of her best friends is already a dragon, so I could definitely also see March like low-key judging some of his hobbies, but in like a friendly way. She's like, so what do you do for fun? I like to examine water from their sources. She's like, well, that's cool. Let's take some pictures, bitch. Like, this is such a dynamic where it is 100% opposites attract. I put them here immediately, but this is so healthy for Neuvillette. She is the type to influence him for the better in such a nice way. I also think he would educate his space-floating daughter on some of their finer things in life as well. They would both learn. It'd be an awesome experience. You know what? I'm gonna add the tier. Y'all know what it is. The top 5 teams of the day. So I will be putting Neuvillette and March up here as well as Navia and Branya because I love the chemistry of that as well. And now we have 3 more spots there. Debatably, we'll put some of them there, but we shall determine that at the end of the video. Yeah.
Next team, baby.
The amount of Star Rail characters that could traumatize Collei. No! Please, give her someone wholesome.
Someone really wholesome, I pray.
Ask you shall receive. We got Beidou and Collei. That is very wholesome indeed. Why do I feel like Beidou is about to go full granny mode with Collei, even though she's a child? I think she's gonna notice that Collei isn't the most open and is gonna try to fix that, regulate it herself, because she is the doctor. She wants what's best for her patients. And if you're living with Beidou, nah, you're her patient. You have no choice. So Collei's gonna have a rough day in that forest ranger life. She's gonna get home being all tired. Beidou gonna go full Frieren mode, cook some nice food. The only thing is, I don't know if Beidou can cook. That is a good question, but if she can't cook, Collei will cook. It's fine. If she ever has any stress, sit down on the couch. Dr. Bailu's got you. It's gonna be a nice time. So with that said, I'm gonna say, are they complete opposites? Kind of, yes. Actually, I'm putting them here. Beidou seems like the type to have medication, like pills all over the house, beakers and stuff lying around, while Collei's a little less messy, but I don't think she's a clean freak, so nah, it's gonna be a messy house. Next to Personality-wise, she's very similar to Tiki Cakes in the sass department.
Her being part of the Star Rail character is interesting. I think it would probably be good in most scenarios.
Genius Society member number 17, Moan, the astrologist broke lady. Okay, so the thing with this is they're both sassy as fuck. They're both intelligent, but the one issue I have is, do you think Mona would get along with another Mona? Do you think Herta would get along with another Herta? Kind of up for debate. I'm not gonna say they wouldn't get along. I'm gonna say it's insanely messy or they live off of Uber Eats. One of these two. I think I'll get rid of this tier. Yeah, I don't think we need the Uber Eats one. I think it's fine. But this place is going to be an absolute disaster. Mona is gonna be having her equipment everywhere. Herta, same thing. They're gonna get their stuff confused. Yes! Mona's like, that's my beaker, bitch. She's like, ah ha ha. Know your place, Tevatian scum. I'm interstellar intelligence. You're planet intelligence. Know your place, trash. I'm sure she would have some respect for Mona. It'd be fine. Reading the stars is probably the closest thing to a Genshin character having a Star Rail character's power. Like, that seems like something they'd have. But yeah, the sassy chicks living together, they're both gonna be shut in their room constantly. Ooh, wait, maybe they'd collab on projects and stuff. Yeah, maybe Herta needs like an experimental assistant, so Mademoiselle Mona helps out as the official guinea pig of Herta Labs. And then she's like, oh, no, you did not. Just use me as an experiment. She's like, you should be honored. Only intelligent people are worthy to see my work. And yeah, they would definitely squabble frequently, without a doubt. But I think the biggest thing is it would be a messy apartment. Yes, you could put them in some other tiers, but we'll leave them there.
Next character. Woohoo! Oh.
Next, we have a Lady Furina. She is chill. I want it to be a creative partner. Like, Gwenifin would be perfect as a partner. Wait, oh! That's weird. That is so weird. Bro, Jue Yi gives me like Arlecchino vibes in demeanor. So I feel like Furina is gonna have PTSD with this chick. They just open the door to meet each other for the first day. Furina's all nervous. She's like, okay, you're gonna be living with this person. She opens the door. Hello! Jue just gives the biggest death stare. And Furina's like, why you do this? Now, the good news is Furina is learning right now. She's in a transitional phase. So I think she would try to communicate with her. She'd be like, so, Jue Yi, how was your work day? She's like, it's fine. I had to kill some bitches. Furina's like, okay, sorry for asking. I feel kind of bad for Furina. The thing is, Jue Yi is chill. Like, maybe sometimes Furina's like watching something on Netflix in the middle of the night. Jue Yi comes out. Furina's like, I'm sorry for disturbing you. But she's just like, what you watching? And then they watch movies together in complete silence. Wait, it is also kind of cute. I'm gonna say for the most part though, they're not gonna talk much. They're gonna be pretty distant with each other, especially Jue Yi. She's like always out and about. So Furina doesn't have much to work with in terms of like time, but it's still kind of cute. That was interesting.
Next. Well then, that's kind of ironic.
We just had Star Rail Arlecchino, now we have Arlecchino.
Wait, her with character. Oh, this is tricky. This is really tricky. Yeah? Oh my god!
I feel so bad for you, my gambling gremlin. Oh, Lord. Actually, I said that, but the more I think about it, Arlecchino probably isn't gonna give a shit about anything. I can't pronounce her name, I never can. The gambling queen does. Nah, as long as she's not gambling away their rent money. Ooh, wait, do you think she'd do that? Wait, I could see that. Bro, she's gonna be so passive with her. The little gremlin's gonna be happy because she can enjoy herself to her own leisure. Because Arlecchino is never home, but when she does come home, she sees the place a complete mess. She's like, listen, bitch, get your ass in the living room. Some of the harbingers are coming here for supper. I'm not having this place look like a disaster. That would be the first kind of yabe moment. But then when she's like, hey, I'm gonna be a little short on rent this month, sorry. Arlecchino's like, listen, you fucking gremlin, I'm never here. You're here all the time. You should be paying more than I am. So she's gonna have like a bunch of fatui on her ass to make sure she controls her spending habits around the house. Wait, this is kind of sus and terrifying, okay? But with all that said, I don't think it's like death or anything, but they wouldn't get along, no. You know how she doesn't like Fu Xuan that much? It's gonna be very similar to this. On to the next
Team. Okay.
Damn, right after Arlecchino, we have one of her kids. Frem is a socially anxious boy.
I hope someone is chill with him, please. This is cute. Wait, this is so cute.
Yeah, Frem is opening up. This is one of the very few characters who can have that happen. So this is very much Serval is a big sister, and this is her socially anxious brother that she lives with. Now, I definitely don't think Serval is gonna mind that he is an introverted boy who likes to stay in his room and tinker with toys. But she's gonna be very worried as well because she's a concerning lass. So sometimes she'll go in his room, "Hey, Frem, everything okay?" And he's like, yeah, it's fine. I have the rent money for the month, it's okay." She's like, "Bitch, that's not what I was talking about. Come chill with your big sister." Oh, wait, I just realized they both have the same love for mechanics and shit. He loves to tinker on like robots, or not robots, like little toy mechanical stuff. She loves hers. Wait, okay, that makes it even better. Okay, I love this. They're opposites, but they have similar hobbies, which is gonna be that connecting bit that kind of ties the friendship together. And I know Frem might be uncomfortable at first, but if she sees him on the street and someone making him uncomfortable, well, Serval is gonna go ham, start smacking the perpetrator with her guitar. They're definitely a top 5 of the day. I wasn't expecting that, damn.
Beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, culture.
Next, we have the girl Yunjin, and I am also just realizing something. Cloud Retainer and Gaming aren't here. Culture Girl, along with...
Okay, that's interesting.
Pay no mind to this spelling here. I think this is the first pair where I'm kind of lost with it. Because the Stallion Dragon lad, we're gonna say he's constantly in this form. Like, he lives as the dragon. Oh, wait. Yunjin's gonna see that shit. She's gonna be like, "Hey, wanna be in one of my operas?" Yeah, he'd be like a background dancer because he is a literal dragon, and he's gonna constantly turn her down. And she's gonna be like, "Please, please." No, I don't think she'll pester him, but he is gonna deny it. Maybe he'll watch one of her shows and like it, then maybe he'll say yes to that, but I'm still kind of doubtful with it. Them being together as roommates, I think they would be quiet for the most part. DH doesn't talk much. Yunjin is usually busy with her career right now. So I'm gonna say it's a barely talks, but they still get along at least. I don't think it would be that bad, yeah. Pretty simple one. There's not much there, but it's kind of cute. Yeah. Next, we have the goat with Ganyu's... Wait, who would Ganyu be good with?
I think a sophisticated Aha!
It appears as though we're getting a lot of what the fuck ones right now. Bro, Luka and Ganyu is kind of weird. Bro, this is odd. I feel like Ganyu is going to be a bit concerned for his safety. That's definitely the first point. Because he seems like the type to walk home every day, gets into the house. He has like scrapes, bruises, black eyes, because he's constantly fighting. Ganyu's like, do you want me to bandage your wounds? Which is going to be a bit of his mom, which I never thought would be a thing for Ganyu and her mom. But yeah, it would be kind of cute. The one thing I'm concerned about as well is the food thing in the house. Because I don't think Ganyu is really much of a cooker. Because she eats mostly plants and stuff. Luka definitely strikes me as the leave shit everywhere. I'm debating on messy and just chill with no flaws. You know what? Yeah, I'll put them in chill roommates with no flaws. I was debating on messy just because Luka looks like a messy dude. But Ganyu being his mom, yeah. We're gonna go with that. Kind of chill again. Very odd pairs we're getting.
I want a bit more chemistry. Give me some good shit. Good start, good start.
Next, we have the alcoholic king in Venti. He has a social butterfly poetry. There's a lot to go off with this.
Oh my god. Oh no, oh no.
Bro, Svarog is about to mess you up good, Venti. I'm gonna say this right now, Clara and Svarog are a package deal. And I don't think Svarog is going to appreciate the influence that is Venti. I feel like Clara will start off on her own in the apartment because she wants to prove to Svarog that she is a grown child. And then she finds out her roommate is Venti. And she's like, "Aw, he seems nice." And he is. He'd get along with the kid amazingly. However, nightfall will arise. He's gonna have a bunch of people over, playing some music with some drank. Yes, most of the time he would go out, but I'm sure on more than one occasion, he's gonna be having some house parties. And since he's so chill, Drunk Him is gonna invite the child to drink, and she's gonna be like, "Oh no, that's bad." people are smacking Venti. Bro, what is wrong with you? That's a kid. So I think Clara would, weirdly enough, be kind of in charge of most of the basic like necessities, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the place, while Venti is just kind of like a fun roommate. That's it. However, all of this will change when Svarog decides to check in on his daughter. Maybe one night after like 6 p.m., he knocks on the door, a party's happening, sees Venti offering Clara a drink.
Analysis complete.
Yeah, Venti's gonna die. Wait, should we actually put them down here? No, because it's Svarog doing the killing. I think this is a good tier. I did change the color. That's a fun one, though. I do like this a lot. I think it's cute. And Clara's gonna be like, no, Svarog, he's the nice guy. Error, Clara, he is a bum. Take back, daughter. I can't. But yeah, I'm gonna put them there. It's interesting, fun dynamic for sure.
Next team. Woo!
Next up, we have the cultured book boy, Xingqiu. He's a smart dude. I'm wondering who you'd get along with, though.
Justice? Maybe a justice-bound Predator.
Why does this wheel keep cucking me? We have Robin and Xingqiu. It was so close to being Sir Samuel, man. So, Robin's had 5 minutes of screen time before, But I'm sure we'll get more of her in the future. But from what we've seen, she is pretty chill. I, for some reason, think she is into boys' love. Just because of Sunday and Aventurine's interaction. She's like, ooh, he called you handsome. Aside from that, her and the Justice Boy, maybe he's like a mini version of Sunday, except probably not. So I do think they'll have their moments of bonding. By that, I mean, since they're both social enough, maybe Xingqiu is watching like a historical documentary, Robin seemingly being very open-minded, I think would join in on whatever Xingqiu is doing and kind of just vibe. Like, she seems like a roommate anyone could get along with, and that's kind of all I can derive from this, just because we don't know enough about her. But yes, if Xingqiu finds out who did this to Robin, justice! I'm sure that would happen, but yeah, I'm gonna say chill roommates, no major flaws, just kind of average. Not bad, not bad.
Next team.
Sino is mildly terrifying to envision with Star Rail characters because he's justice bound. I feel like he tried to arrest like all of these characters, dog.
Ooh!
Very odd, but I feel like she's one of the few characters who would actually enlighten Sino by telling him his jokes are okay. No. Wait, why can I imagine Black Swan like turning her house into like a fortune-telling crib? She has like a bouncer at the door. Sino struggles to get in. Hey, why can't I get into my own house? Oh, sorry, dearie. Mommy's with some customers right now. But mama's gotta pay them bills. Meanwhile, Sino, he's probably never home, but I imagine Mommy Swan makes him some dinner when he decides to visit her. But she's like, oh, welcome home, dearie. Let me just close up shop for the day. Make some shepherd's pie to eat together. He's kind of questioning the legal intent behind Black Swan. Like, is she allowed to do this? But I don't think he's gonna get up her butt. She makes him food and stuff. She's chill. Yeah. I'll say they're chill roommates with no major flaws. That's gonna be my little take. Next team. Next we have Sucrose, a little bit of a social anxiety butterfly. This could be awkward, depending on who this is, especially if they're really social. Okay, well then. Yeah, no. So, this is the perfect example of complete opposites, but it does not work, not in the slightest. The thing with Sparkle is she's what I would call a bit of a fun, subjective bully. Like kinda. Mind you, I'm gonna say this right now, I have not played the companion quest yet, but from what I have seen, the biggest part about her is she likes to mess with people. I can imagine her playing constant pranks on Sucrose, and Sucrose just not knowing how to handle it. Like, if the character had a good sense of humor, right? It'd be chill. But Sucrose is just gonna be like, okay, what the fuck? However, with that in mind, since Sparkle isn't getting much reactions out of her, she might kind of leave her alone. With that said though, they're probably never gonna talk if that's the case, because Sparkle likes to have a fun time. I don't know how much fun she can have with the little experimenter girl. Ooh, maybe she'd watch some of her like procedures and kind of take an interest in that. Yeah, she'd use her potions for pranks. That's kind of what I could see for that. That'd be kind of cute. It's an interesting dynamic. It's definitely one of the funner ones. But yeah, we shall move on to the next. Why does Rosaria and Kafka sound fucking hilarious to me? Wait, that just came to my mind out of nowhere. Kafka, please.
Give me mother. Ah, okay, well, that's good, okay.
We can kind of work with this, yeah. Himeko and Rosaria, that's very interesting. Bro, these two chilling after a long day of work with some nice wine, watching some TV dramas. Actually, wait, why do I feel like Himeko would get Rosaria low-key kind of hooked on drama shows? Because Himeko gives a lot of single mother vibes, so that's probably her... That's probably the kind of shit she likes. And even though Rosaria is really standoffish, Himeko has that personality where she'll kind of vibe with anyone who isn't just a bingus dingus, not very nice person. And Rosaria is chill deep down, especially when she's off the clock, bro. She has two different faces, it's nice. So yeah, even though they wouldn't chill that often, because I feel like they're both busy with just their everyday life a little too much, just the nice evenings where they're both in the pajamas watching drama shows, it's kind of a vibe. I do like it. I also feel like they might complain about their day together, which is kind of a vibe. Himeko's gonna be like, oh my god, this bitch at work, Patricia, accidentally took my juice box. Rosaria's like, oh my god, that thought. Girl, if you need someone to take care of her, I got you. But yeah, overall, it's chill. I'm gonna say they're actually opposite attracts just in personality. Because Himeko is as bright as you can get, while Rosaria is as dark as you can get. Next team. He's making his debut in a tier list, my son! He's so nice, bro. He can get along with anyone.
Just depends on who it's gonna be. It works, dude!
So you know how Seela gets along with Luka, the fiery fisto pain man? It's gonna be a little similar to that. So the thing with this dynamic is Seela is very hot-headed and might like verbally attack people. Even though she's not trying to be mean about it, it's just her personality. If she were to get angry at this cinnamon bun boy, he's probably just gonna apologize and give her food. Because honestly, this is like little bro, super responsible, cleans the house. Big sis is super busy and messy as hell. So just as an example, she insults him because she's having a bad day at work. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me make you some dim sum. She's gonna eat it and feel so bad about insulting this boy. With that said, if anyone is ever mean to Gaming, besides for Seela, I feel like she's gonna absolutely destroy them. Like when Gaming's at work, he has a bad customer, Seela happens to run by and sees this shit, him being mean to Gaming, bro, she is not gonna tolerate this shit. Maybe make him disappear off the map. Gaming's like, this rude customer kind of left today midway. I wonder what happened. Seela's like, don't worry about it. Overall, I kind of want to say they become friends just because I really like it. Let's move some stuff around here. Let's put some up. I'm actually going to move Luka and Ganyu down to opposites attract because they are different personality-wise. And I'll actually leave Gaming and Seela and just chill roommates, no major flaws.
Next. Mommy!
It's the rich business lady Ningguang. She's a type who can vibe with a lot of people if they're open-minded enough.
I think that's kind of big.
The imagination runs wild. Set your heart ablaze. The video game company man and government president lady. Both of these characters are never gonna be home. But in the brief moments where they do interact, it's just a lot of respect for each other, dude. Like them sitting down with a cup of tea, kind of exchanging like notes, because I feel like they both can learn from each other. It's kind of perfect. They're also both adventurous. Welt loves to get out there. Ningguang, not as much, but she's a risk taker and will do what she has to do. So it's such a good like chemistry between them. Sorry, Himeko, I kind of like this a bit more. I'm gonna say they're kind of perfect roommates. Yeah, it's kind of one of my favorites personally. I really like it. On to the
Next. Aww.
Bro, I'll hate them in a ratio. I keep thinking about that. That is so cracked. Anyway, just...
The smart boy. Not a smart partner, we shall see. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
These two are barely ever gonna talk, dude. But honestly, this is my kind of environment. I think I personally would love this, because Silverwolf is gonna be shut in her room, barely ever coming outside. You know it's stank in there, let's be real, guys. Meanwhile, as with Alhaitham, he just likes to read books all day, in peace and quiet. The only slight issue I could see is if Silverwolf's room isn't soundproof. Like, if he can hear that shit from the outside, they're gonna be constantly beefing, like constantly arguing, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. However, I will say she might try to get Alhaitham into gaming, and do I think he'd be a gamer? Yes, because he's antisocial, kind of smart, doesn't like people. It's like perfect for a gamer. Now, I'm not trying to push stereotypes, but I genuinely think like he would like it. So with that said, I think this is going to be they barely talk. She's going to introduce games to him. Once that's been engraved in Alhaitham's mind, they're not even going to need to talk. Like, they'll sit in a room together in complete silence, or they'll both game from their respective rooms together. That's kind of how I imagine this. Anyway, on to the next team.
Okay. That's not bad.
Mademoiselle Dehya is a bit hot-headed, but she has his shit together, so she chill.
Oh.
We're still only halfway through. This is gonna be probably the biggest hot take of the video. Yeah, I fucking love this. This is peak in my eyes, bro. If Dehya was to have a little sister who is similar, bro, it's fucking perfect. Because Lynx is the outdoorsy types. Dehya, adventuring, exploring is part of the job. Yes, I know it's mostly bodyguard stuff, mind you, but they both have similar likes, is what I'm saying. And part of me is just picturing, like as part of the mercenary corps, little Lynx with her little pickaxe. Dehya introduces her to the squad. Listen, this is my sister. You better treat her with respect. And everyone thinks she's cute, right? But nah, bro, don't mess with this girl. Like, she has that cute, wholesome demeanor. But deep down, just like Dehya, she don't play. No. Bro, I want to see them go on a camping trip so freaking badly. I know Lynx probably isn't accustomed to the desert, that kind of thing, and vice versa with Dehya, but it would still work because they like and enjoy the same shit. What I'm saying, the biggest part of this is they're both very, very independent. They don't need anyone else, and that's why this is perfect. Bro, I can keep going with this shit, but I'm not going to. It's gonna be too long. Although this is a type where I can't imagine them spending most of their time together inside their apartment, right? I'm sure Lynx would do most of the cooking, while Dehya kind of gets home all tuckered out, just puts her feet on the couch. Lynx is like, had a rough day? She's like, you won't believe it, girl. They're definitely the outdoorsy types though, which is where I kind of push that towards. But anyway.
Next.
Hazo is indeed a dapper lad. This should be interesting. He's a bit flirty wordy, so I don't know how this is gonna work, to be honest. Oh yeah! Oh my lord! Spicy. Oh my god. Yeah. Before I go off the deep end, which I think it's gonna have to happen, let's talk about how they would be in a closed space together for a prolonged period of time. I think they would both take their turn doing the dishes. Aventurine, even though he's messy, I think he would take care of his private quarters. And when they're not the thing with this is, both of these characters are the types to have flocks of women after them. Like, they're both very attractive, very rizzy in their own respective regards. especially Aventurine. Holy shit. I don't know what to title this tier. They would be friends. They're both kind of cryptic in how they talk sometimes. They both have a similar energy. They'd get along perfectly. I thought long and hard about what to name this. I'm gonna say this is the perfect way to summarize this. The tension between lads would make lasses act up. That's what I think. With that said, if I'm being honest, straight up, they would be perfect roommates. Debatably, top 5 teams of the day. But no, they're getting their special category because they deserve it. Anyway, I'm not talking about that anymore because most of the people who watch this are normal.
I don't want to go off the deep end, so we're gonna stop.
Another one of Genshin's intellectuals. I think we got all the really smart Genshin characters. But we have Albedo. He's a smart guy. Get along with a lot of people. Yeah.
Huh.
Now, we still don't really know who Tingyun technically is, but we're gonna go off the Tingyun we saw in-game because I feel like that's the best way to kind of get into this. Albedo is a quiet, keeps to himself kind of guy, but he's not antisocial at all. Like, he has very good communication skills, while Tingyun kind of likes to loaf around. She's a relatively lazy chick. With that said, I think at Shea Albedo, he's gonna be doing most of the cleaning and that kind of thing. Because when she ain't working, she probably sleeping on that couch. And Albedo, being the considerate chap that he is, probably just puts a blanket over her, maybe strokes the foxtail a bit. I kind of want to do that. It looks soft as hell. And I don't think Tingyun is that messy. She takes care of herself, so I imagine she probably takes care of her private quarters as well. Them socially engaging is interesting, because Tingyun has a natural smooth way of talking, which might be a hit or miss depending on who the character is. Albedo being open-minded enough, I think could match her vibe, and them watching movies late into the night is kind of cute. I do like it quite a bit. So overall, I'm gonna say it's just chill roommates. No really major issues there. Yeah. Kaeya is a very smooth man. I feel like we've gotten a lot of dapper dudes back to back, kind of wild. But he gets along with a lot of people. It's just he acts sus sometimes.
We'll see. Okay, that's nice. That's actually pretty cute. Okay, simple, very simple.
And as for his partner, we have Pela. This is interesting, actually. So right off the bat, I feel like Pela would be constantly on guard from Kaeya, just because the natural, like, sneaky way he acts, and I feel like he'd carry that around the house with him as well. So she's never gonna trust him, but at the same time, he's such a chill dude. Like, he's most likely gonna be doing most of the cooking, preparing the meals. Pela's like, I wonder if he poisoned it. But no, I think this is a gets better over time kind of roommate dynamic. Because once they have like a lot of conversations, get to know each other, she's gonna be like, oh, he's not that bad. He just acts bad. Maybe one day, like someone like, let's say Hook, yeah. Hook comes to the house. He is amazing with kids. He basically becomes big bro for a bit. Pela sees this and she's like, damn, this guy's kind of amazing. And that is the start to this kind of weird friendship. Let's actually organize this a bit up here. Hang on. I'm gonna move some of these up to perfect roommates. Like Beidou and Gepard, I personally just love it so much. I think it works. I'm actually gonna leave it as is. I'm debating on Gaming and Sela, but their place would probably be a little messy, so I'll kind of keep it there. But anyway, Kaeya and Pela is chill, no major flaws, kind of a nice dynamic. Hey guys, editing bonk for a quick disclaimer. I recorded this last like 40-30 minutes at my workplace on lunch. Went to the most soundproof room with my mic, laptop, little external hard drive. There might be a bit of background noise. I want to give you guys a little heads up. And this part is unedited, even though these don't have much edits to begin with. But yeah, the teams get cracked very quickly. Also, apologies, because I didn't want to wait another 3 days to upload this. But yeah, hope you enjoy.
Next team.
Next, we got the boy, Mr. Chongyun. Very wholesome lad, gets along with most people. Just a little antisocial, but it's not that bad. Like, I wouldn't even call it antisocial. Oh, but, oh! What? That's perfect. Okay, I got so many questions about this, but regardless, I love it. I don't care. Let's start by talking about the roommate side of things. Very simple, right? Chongyun, super dapper dude, gonna keep that pace neat and tidy. Huohuo might also try to do the same because she wants to be a responsible adult. But Tail might get in the way. But here's where things get interesting. I think Chongyun is gonna force Tail to submit. I know the Star Rail and Genshin universes are different, and Tail is like this pot demon from the Luofu. I don't care about that. In my eyes, simple yokai demon thing. It's gonna be terrified of Chongyun. I'm not gonna get all technical with it. Don't feel like it. With that said, Tail is gonna behave when around this dude. I think after a while, it'd get used to Chongyun and realize he might not be that much of a threat. But regardless, the wholesomeness of this dynamic is just really pure. Like, they're both gonna be really neat and tidy. Maybe they watch scary movies together at night. Yeah. And honestly, why do I feel like Tail would be friends with Chongyun as well? After the trauma is done, he become good friend. Yes. But yeah, I can easily see Chongyun being one of Huohuo's like 5 friends. She doesn't have that many, but he's just so wholesome. Even if she is a little scared of him at first. Yeah, one of the top 5 teams. There's a lot more teams to go. I think we have 15, 16.
On to the next team. War! Fighting!
Tartaglia needs a worthy opponent as a roommate, please. Sir Sam! Wait, Sam! Give him Sam! Ah! Bro, why does Jingliu remind me so much of Skirk, dog? Bro, they're like so similar! And we've seen Skirk for like 10 seconds! But I'm sorry to say, Tartaglia, the power scaling between games is gonna destroy you right here. Wait, he's gonna be disciple boy! Bro, every night when they both get home from their respective jobs or whatever they're doing, he's gonna be like, Jingliu, this is the night I defeat you. Every night, this man just gets a new scar on his body. Jingliu is like, can we fucking stop? I'm tired of this bullshit. He's like, never! But he can try. Like, I feel like she'll notice his commitment to the battle arts and respect him a bit. See, here's the thing. Why do I want to put this up? Like, dude, there's so many good ones now. All right, if I'm going to move a team down, I'm saying Navia and Bronya's staying without a doubt. I love Serval and Freminet. I think it's precious. We're going to move... fuck. Okay, I'm changing something. There, this is better. Chongyun, Huohuo, you can stay there. These two, I like it more, bro. Because here's the thing with Tartaglia. He's good at taking care of people, and I feel like he can take care of his place too. Like, maybe Tusser would live with them as well. And Tusser, Loki helps Jingliu, keeps the demons at bay because he's just a wholesome kid. And another thing Jingliu can use to kind of keep herself calm is cleaning. Because cleaning is actually a very good thing to help ease mental stress. This is a fact. Go Google it. But yeah, she'd make sure the house is clean. And then at the end of the day, Tartaglia busts down the door. She's like, I just got that fixed. This might be, okay, let's order this. This is like here. Like, it's so good, dude. Anyway, on to the, I love.
Ah, it's perfect. Yes! Yes! Right now! Come on! Ah!
Bro, I wanted Yoimiya so bad, but A is still interesting. I swear to God, if this is Gwenifin, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Bro, do not do that to me.
Why are we getting so many good ones, bro? It's like back-to-back combats. Oh, I love this. I love this shit. Okay, here's the thing. Let me explain. The house is gonna be a complete disaster. A doesn't seem like the type to clean. Yan King, bro, all he cares about is combat and proving himself. He also has good social skills, not a bad dude, but I can't see their apartment being the slightest bit organized. There's gonna be shit everywhere, dishes, they're probably gonna have cockroaches. It's gonna be messy, but the dynamic between the two, it's so beautiful. Since it's the roommate tier list, I love this. I'm gonna leave it in insanely messy because it will be messy. let's talk about them though, right? So Yanqing, this is one of the few instances where I feel like Genshin might have the upper hand in like fighting, because Star Rail characters are stronger. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, but A is a god, so they're gonna be evenly matched. No. I think she'll have a bit of an upper hand. Wait. A versus Jingliu would be interesting. Anyway, I'm getting too sidetracked here. I think when they first move in together, he's gonna be like, hey, what's up? I can smell your strong pheromones. Let's fight. A is like, very well, young man. And then she beats that ass because this poor boy is always getting his ass beat. But yeah, he's gonna have a second sensei now in A. Either way, love it. It's amazing. On to the next team. The wheel continues to cuck me. We have Kujo Sara.
And next, Arlan.
I really like this. Let me talk about this a bit. Okay, bro, this is kind of wild, bro. The thing is, we don't know enough about Sam, which kind of sucks. Because out of all the Stellaron hunters, by far, he seems to be the one with the most moral value. Like, he's not just he's like Sara definitely seems like the type to have the house rules. And upon introduction to the mech, she's gonna be like, listen, just cause you're a robot doesn't mean you don't follow the house rules. Like, they both have their set on moral values pretty well. Again, we don't know enough about Sam to really like paint a pure picture. He might even, have some, yeah, for the time being, I'm simply gonna say they're chill roommates, not much beef. Sara is very justice by the books. She might not like Sam that much. They're relatively quiet. They won't talk that much. Actually, I'm gonna put them in don't talk that much. I don't know why I forgot about that. Still, I feel like it'd be good chemistry overall.
On to the next team. My girl.
We have Chevreuse. She is fun, work-based, but can turn it off. She's really chill. Let's see who we got. Oh! Bro, the later half of this video, all of the groups are cracked, dog. Bro, Chevreuse and Sampo. I think she's gonna like, maybe off this map. But let's talk more about how they would be as roommates. I think Chevreuse is the type to keep a nice, tidy, just apartment or condo, whatever kind of environment it is, while Sampo is the type to leave shit all over the house. Stuff he's gonna sell tomorrow. He's gonna have trinkets lying here, there. Chevreuse is like, bitch, why haven't you done the dishes? Like, there would definitely be low-key some beef between them, but then when she finds out he's illegally doing certain things, yeah, things might change a little bit. She might not kill him, but she will injure him, to say the least. I can imagine so. Although Sampo definitely has more up his sleeve, so he's probably really skilled at fighting. But regardless, I'm gonna say would not get along. Like this or that, I'm gonna leave him here, because I think it's funny for her to chase him out of the house. On to the next team.
Oh god.
Bro, we getting all the harbingers in this video. The only one we haven't got is a Wanderer, but we have Sicky Cakes, who is a bit of a dastard. I kind of want it to be, yo, wait, these two characters have a lot in common, actually. Fire, fly, get it, because Sicky Cakes is on fire. Fly, because they're both in heaven, or sorry, Siggy isn't in heaven. I am enacting a rule right now because I need her to have a decent partner. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Once per video, we have the option to re-spin. That is, I'm enacting this right now. I don't give a shit. Oh my god, cop out. Fuck off!
If we get her again, it's short. We'll go.
I'm sorry, Shatana. You didn't. Wait. What is the garbage Natasha's name? Anyway, I'm sorry, Natasha. You didn't deserve this. Neither did Firefly. Neither did anyone. I wanted her to be paired with Acheron so badly, dog. Part of me wants to get rid of Signora for this specific occasion, but we will go with it because I'm not a copper outer unless her name is Firefly. I will not have her with this heathen. But yes, Natasha is going to diagnose her with being mentally ill very quickly. Debatably, you could say she's super loyal. She's good to the Tsaritsa, yada yada. She is a bitch to literally everyone who isn't the Tsaritsa. That's the thing. She might have had a tragic backstory. That shit don't matter. She's a bad person. Now, Natasha is an amazing person. If you count her Honkai counterpart, she would get along with Signora significantly. But nah, Natasha and Signora, I'm gonna say, would not get along. Because here's the thing, Natasha is very smart. She's low-key a genius, in my opinion. Natasha is gonna find a way out of the lease and move out of this apartment. And Signora is gonna be left alone. She might try to hunt Natasha down, but she's gonna be in another country. She's not gonna have to worry. Because Signora probably makes a mess of the apartment, has Fatui gatherings there. Natasha is a simple lady. Maybe a patient comes to say hi every now and then. That's it. But she is a mother, does the dishes, cleans the house. Poor girl is paired with Signora, feels bad. But yeah, she's a smart girl. She'll move out. Abandon this bitch. It's simple.
On to the next team.
Next, we have Madame Barbarossa, Miss Barbara. Who do I want her paired with? Wait, let's kind of pick a character. It's fun. Wait, her and Firefly would be adorable. Her and Arlan is cute. Her and Sushong is best friend energy. Let's see who we get.
Okay.
You know those wholesome shows where the young lass has a crush on the senior? This might be kind of that. Actually, no. Jingyuen's like 1,000 something. Like, how old is this man? So Jingyuen and Barbara. This is the type of thing where Jingyuen is insanely busy. Barbara is always volunteering at the soup kitchen. Both of them are mostly probably never gonna be home, but Barbara will still make sure this place is spotless. Jingyuen is gonna see she's doing most of the cleaning, and he's like, "Miss, this cannot stand. I will hire a butler to clean the establishment when we're not here." This is the type of thing where Jingyuen's gonna be very chill and indifferent with her, which I think Barbara would appreciate because she has a lot of simps, has a lot of weird people who kind of like her. So him being just normal with her is really nice. I'm gonna say this is a very simple one in the sense that it's chill roommates with no major flaws. The place would always be clean. They'd get along pretty well. It's just they might not talk that much. It's a simple one. Yeah, nice. On to the next.
Oh!
Next up, we have Mr. Aether, the main character. Wait, we have Trailblazer. We have Trailblazer chick. Put main characters together. That would be epic. Aether is a very lucky lad to be Ruin Mead, because he's the main character. Very epic. So Aether and Ruin May, she's gonna be like, "Want me to ruin you? You're from a different planet. You look interesting. Let me dissect." See, here's the thing with this chick. She is a low-key the Dottore of Star Rail. I'm not even capping when I say that. Most people will be like, "What? But she's nowhere near that bad." Bro, I'm gonna say she's not as morally corrupt as Dottore, but I could see her getting to that point pretty easily if pushed. Like, it's very easy to picture. Now, her and Aether, I think is gonna be kind of an acid trip, because the thing is, Genshin characters are a lot more wholesome and simple than Star Rail characters. So, the Trailblazer can handle Ruin Me. Aether and Lumine, I'm not so sure about that. They might be like, "I don't like you. You're not gonna be playable in my verse." I think they can both cook. Can Ruin May cook? No, she probably orders Uber Eats quite a bit, yeah. But Aether can, so he'll be the chef of the house. That's why she's keeping him around, because he can cook. But yeah, I think this is a scenario where they're barely ever gonna talk. She's the type to shut herself in a room for a really long time without much social communication, and she probably smells not the best unless it's a fancy outing with Skrullum and Herta. Yeah, it's kind of just I'm not the biggest fan of this, to be honest, but yeah. Aether, good luck to you, my dude. I wish you the best. Hopefully she doesn't slit you open and dissect you. Anyway.
On to the next team. Yes! Go!
I love Clara, guys. It's so sad that she's only coming out in like 3 fucking months, or two to 3 months at this point. Her and, wait, who would she be good with? She's chill as fuck. Oh! Wait, her and Acheron. Yo, please. Her and Acheron would be amazing, dog. Wait, that's good. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I like this. We have Clara and Hanya, 2 relatively quiet characters who can turn it on and off for work. They're similar when it comes to that, which is good, me like. 2 quiet standoff beauties living together. Now here's the thing, even though they're both quiet and standoffish, they're not antisocial in the sense that they're shy. It's just they're kind of loner characters. Specifically Hanya, more than not. Clara actually has friends outside of work, which I appreciate. Hanya too, just not as many, besides for like her sister and shit. I'm gonna say their place is probably gonna be fucking spotless. Even though they're really busy, they're both probably clean freaks, I can imagine. Hanya is like, beep beep boop, I will clean my apartment. And Clara is like, this place gonna be clean, cause when I'm not working, I wanna be chilling. And I respect it, bro. I think the one who would lead most conversations is Clara, because she's just a normal, not the most loud chick outside of work. So I feel like they'd watch like a lot of action horror shows together and just kind of eat popcorn. They wouldn't talk a lot, but they don't need to talk a lot to get along really well. So I'm gonna say this is barely talks, but still gets along really well. Yeah, it is one of my favorites, actually. I think I would put it higher, but this is the tier I think that suits them the most, so I will leave it there.
On to the next team.
The chillest of the chill. Shinobu is a character I personally adore. I'm hoping she gets paired with a good partner.
I love this chick, she's awesome. Oh wow! Oh wow!
See, I have mixed feelings about this. Part of me worries for Shinobu's safety. The other half is like she is lucky as fuck. Kafka and Shinobu. Shinobu is smart enough to kind of read Kafka, I think, to an extent. However, she is really unpredictable, so it's kind of hard to get a full grasp. Either way, I do think they will get along at least. Yeah, not necessarily friends per se, but Kafka, when she's not committing mass murder, is a really chill character. I don't see that much wrong with her in a roommate-like setting. I feel like she might be a little messy, that might be a bit debatable, but Shinobu would kind of take care of that side of things. And this is a, weirdly enough, kind of opposite personality thing, where Shinobu is very upfront, she's not cryptic at all, says it how it is. Kafka can be really cryptic in how she talks. So I'm not gonna say it's like top 10, I definitely don't think that at all, but I don't think Shinobu's safety would be jeopardized, because Kafka, I can't imagine getting annoyed with her, maybe getting bored of Shinobu in some instances, sure. But I still think it's a pretty average team overall. Nothing special, but pretty good. Yeah.
On to the next team.
The homeless wolf boy is really chill. Who would be best for? Oh, Arlan. Wait, Arlan and Razor would be kind of wholesome. I like that. Aside from that, Gwenifin can be big sis, but we shall see. So we have Lil Gwei and Razor. This is interesting to kind of picture here, because I feel like a knowledgeable character partnered with Razor would be a good influence. But then we have the social butterfly side of things, who I can easily see introducing Razor to a form of life he never even knew existed. Social media. Space edition. But yeah, Razor's gonna be like, what is internet? Gets hooked on social media, becomes part of the Gwenaifen squad. He'll make cameos every now and then. Wait, that's cute. But anyway, yeah, them being roommates, their place is gonna be an absolute disaster. It's gonna be so messy. Razor definitely doesn't know much about cleaning. Gwenaifen, this chick is busy as hell. Probably doesn't have time for a spring cleaning every 10 years. Yeah, even though they'll get along insanely well, I think they'll have good like buffets and stuff. Yeah, so they have like hot pots. Gwenaifen brings all her friends, and then Razor comes in. It's gonna be super cute. It's just insanely messy. I might put this in top 10 at the end, we'll see. But overall, it's gonna be really messy. Without a doubt, even though I like it, yes.
On to the next team, baby. Give it a bad, give it a baby. It's the... Okay, that's good.
Chiori is really close to being up there. We need to learn more. I love her. She is sass. She is real as hell.
I want to see what she's with. This could be really interesting. Okay. Sweet.
This is kind of cute. I can vibe with this. Okay. Chiori to Arlan. Your drip. Ass. Let me give you a makeover, young man. He's like, I'm head of security. I don't need to look good. She's like, ha ha ha, bitch, please. Gonna give this man the most fanciest clothes, but also like easy to move around in because he's head of security. It would work out. I also think the place would be really clean because they both don't seem like the type to really eat at home that much. Chiori definitely seems like an Uber Eats kind of girl. Arlan as well. I know we got rid of that tier, but that would be them. Honestly, I think they would vibe with each other. I think she would also like Arlan's dog, Peppy. Even though it's Asta's, I feel like it would be at Shea Arlan a lot of the time. But yeah, very much a big sis, little bro kind of dynamic. I'm gonna say this is kind of one of my favorites, just because there's definitely no flaws in how the house would be really presentable. I feel like Chiori's taste in interior design is probably top tier. Arlan would make sure no burglars get in here. It's pretty awesome. I do like this one actually, yeah.
Next team.
Obviously, they won't have to worry in the food department. Zhengling's got them covered. She's also kind of hype and a kid though, so it's like a little bit of in a naive way, but still, pretty chill roommate. Oh, yeah! Are we cooking now? By cooking, I mean she's about to cook the little bird that Sushang's got. But I like this a lot. This is definitely top tier. In my opinion, personally, this is a top 10 group of the day. Sushang and Zhengling are both on the younger side. They both have very loud personalities, are very upfront with their feelings. Even outside of roommates, they would be like really good friends. They both also have a respective mascot in Chicken and Guoba. So there's also that, which is epic. I feel like the mascot characters would be in charge of cleaning the house because Zhengling would make sure the kitchen's clean. Aside from that, I can imagine this place being really damn messy. I can imagine Sushang having a really stressful day, coming home to a whole buffet with Zhengling, and she's like, oh yeah, I just make this every night. Sushang is like, we are now besties. I will never let you go. She'd also hug Woba. She would hug the chicken. Wait, what if she cooks Sushang's mascot? Really good roommates, even if it is a little on the messier side. I do like this, yeah. Next team. Next we got Sleepo Beepo Layla. Who do we have on the star rail list? I think Firefly and Layla is kind of cute. I don't know. This is interesting. We'll see.
Ooh.
We have the MC and Layla. Do you guys like Layla? Me personally, she's probably in my top 20. She's pretty awesome. Layla is very work-based. She is a very studious young lass, while the Trailblazer is the opposite. She doesn't study anything. She's just about good vibes and memes. Them being together in the same house, I'm gonna say it right off the bat, it's gonna be insanely messy. Layla is always in her work mode. Ooh. Debatably, you could say sleep version of her when she goes into maximum overdrive, cleans up the house when she's not even conscious, but I'm not gonna say that's the case. I feel like that wouldn't be it. Then we have the Trailblazer, who I think is kind of a normal person in the sense that she's probably pretty damn messy. They would probably also live off of Uber Eats. This is gonna be a really low-key disgusting apartment, but it would be a nice dynamic. I feel like the Trailblazer chick would get Layla a little bit out of her bubble with the jokes and stuff. They watch some funny comedy anime. I think that'd be cute. It's a very simple dynamic overall. Insanely messy, but there isn't any major flaws if you don't mind a little slob. But I'm still gonna leave it here because personally, I don't think I'd like to live there. It'd be kind of gross.
On to the next team. It's the boy.
Ito is gonna be living in a pigsty, unless his partner is... If it's Yukong, that's hilarious. Yeah, wait, please. Okay, actually, no. Give me Yukong. I need that shit. No! I have no idea how in the actual fuck this is gonna work. Acheron and Ito. Where is this man? Yeah, I'm just gonna take a leap of faith here and say they would probably murder each other without a tongue. Acheron is that character who I connect to the meme of
I have a very low tolerance level for stupid bullshit.
and Ito, the stupid bullshit man. I think they would kind of get along in certain situations, but that would be after Acheron has to beat the absolute heck out of him to assert dominance in this apartment. Ito's like, chill, Miss Acheron, wanna have an Oni Kabuto fight? She's like, yeah, we can have that. After I beat your ass. Like, she is gonna beat that ass and assert dominance in this house. And after a lot of fear, I think Ito will behave. It won't be the worst thing, but she is gonna maybe like take an arm off, take a leg off. He'll be in a wheelchair. I think it's a fun kind of curse dynamic at the same time, really interesting. Shinobu would thank Acheron for putting Ito on the straight and narrow. They might not kill each other. We'll put in brackets here. Cripple. Yeah, Ito might not be the same after this experience, but still, it's gonna be better for him in the long run.
Next character.
If this is Jin and Yukong, they are literally, in my eyes, the fucking same character.
Except Yukong is a lot better in layers, player.
I am in love with the chemistry of this dynamic. Debatably, a lot of the younger folks will say, this is very boring. They're both working all the time, don't have the most personality per se, but in my eyes, as a working fucking adult, this is top tier. I actually love the dynamic these two would have. They both constantly work hard, and at the same time, I think they would look after each other. Because as an example, let's say Jean is at her breaking point. Yukong, as a chick who's always working hard, is gonna notice that and is gonna be like, all right, we're taking a day off, we're gonna chill, maybe watch Netflix all day, go to a theme park, that kind of thing. They both know what the other is going through, which in my eyes is perfect because they can relate in that regard. They both have a little sister-daughter kind of character. Jean with Barbara, Yukong with her, in quotations, daughter. It is her daughter in my eyes. With that said, the house is also going to be spotless. The only slight issue might be in cooking meals, but maybe Barbara, maybe Yukong's daughter would come by to do that because they're always so busy. Yeah, in my eyes, this is a top 10 kind of group. Not top 5 because there's not the most like personality-driven conversations. Still kind of love it. Epic.
Now, on to the last team. Oh, wait, this is just Firefly's partner, I just realized.
That's good. Okay, see, this is nice. This is better. This is much better than Signora for a partner. Faruzan and Firefly, double Fs here. Firefly is the type, in my eyes, to make sure the house is looking beautiful. I feel like her taste in interior design would be amazing just because she is peak comf. She is top tier in friend, wife, any regard in terms of just hanging out with. Like if Faruzan is having a busy day, lecturing the youngins, gets home to her roommate, Firefly has a nice meal prepared. Maybe she ordered some food. Faruzan is gonna love her. As a daughter, as a student, as a bestie, doesn't matter how you look at it, they're gonna get along. With that said, is there gonna be any flaws? No. Actually, I was gonna say maybe, but like, I don't think there would be. I'm gonna say this is perfect roommates, would be friends. Faruzan's gonna be like, wanna become my student? You will be amazing and learn so much. Firefly's like, no, it's okay. I have a comfy life. But I think Faruzan would respect that because she is also pretty damn chill. It's a very simple explanation. The place would be clean, they'd get along, watch movies together at night. Let us move 2 teams into top 10 category. So, Ratio and Lisa, I thought about it more. I do love it. One more. I'm gonna say Jeppy and Beidou just because I ship it to no, like, it's so fucking I can't not, like, it's perfect, guys, come on. But yeah, that is gonna be the tier list, guys. We didn't go through all the Genshin characters, not enough to pair up with Star Rail. Still, it was a very pleasant experience. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to sub if you haven't. With that in mind, thanks for watching, take care, and have a good one.